So what I'd like to do with you now is just to demonstrate a sitting, breathing meditation. I'm going to use this chair right here to do such. So first what I'd like you to do is to plant your, if you have a chair, plant your feet on the floor and your hands comfortably on your lap. Usually your chair will be closer to the ground than this one is. Allow your back to be erect and upright, but also relaxed. And let the front of your body be open and soft. Let your neck rest comfortably on your spine and tilted just a little forward. You can close your eyes if you'd like, or you can keep them open slightly, looking a few feet in front of you. Really allow yourself to connect with what it feels like to be sitting right now. Your legs on the floor, hands on your lap, your sit bones, and so on. And become aware of your breath. The natural breath arising and falling in your body. So as much as you can, try to stay with this sensation of breathing and the sensation of sitting as well. Naturally, thoughts and emotions will arise, and that's not a problem. As long as you can stay with the breath, just let those thoughts and feelings come and go. It's the same way as if we hear sounds or other sensations. We're just letting things be, not trying to change anything here at this point. There's a way that the natural rhythm of breath can allow us gradually, without trying, come out of the stress response and to begin to calm down. If you haven't done this before, it's hard at first to just do nothing, especially if you're somebody who has a whole lot to do. So it's important to come to appreciate that this doing nothing is actually makes a big difference in everything else that you do. And actually learning not only to do nothing, but be still and be in silence may be an entirely different kind of experience for you or for students. The challenge here, though, is just to stay with the breath. And then sometimes, especially if your meditation is not guided, thoughts may take you over. You may stop focusing on your breath. Actually, that's quite common. No big deal. Just gently return to your breathing, the sense of your body on the chair. Mindfulness is meant to not only give up the struggle to try to be different than you are, but to be gentle with ourselves. Life is hard enough. All of us, whether we realize it or not, we have a relationship with ourselves. Mindfulness offers the possibility that we can improve that relationship, that we can still do well in life without being forceful to ourselves. Mindfulness itself is a kind of self-care activity. Where you not only can learn to relax, but feel better with who you are, because often our worst critics is ourselves. It's very common in our society to use kind of harsh, pushing, compulsive orientation in order to achieve. It's possible to have high standards and not have to be so pushy and self-critical. In fact, research does show that having those high standards, but learning to be gentle with yourself, actually leads to greater achievement. And also doesn't create as much suffering. So mindfulness is meant to help us de-stress, help activate what's called the parasympathetic nervous system. Stress is the activation of the sympathetic nervous system. And so we're able to turn off the amygdala response and reconnect with the hippocampus and the prefrontal cortex, and really allow ourselves to be more open then, and allow students to be more ready for learning. And there's a recognition these days that a lot of students are coming in with trauma, neglect, all kinds of things that deregulate them, and they're just not ready for learning. And so getting skillful about how to help them calm down really increases their capacity to focus, to learn, but not just that, to connect with the class, with the fellow students, and with you. So this is a short example of mindfulness meditation. And there's other forms of meditation, such as walking meditation, where one simply focuses on the walking rather than the breath. And the same way, when you try to feel you're walking, and when you get taken over by thoughts, bringing yourself back to the focus on walking. There's also eating meditation, which can be done with raisins or chocolates. And there's other forms of movement that can incorporate mindfulness. So like a Tai Chi move that's very simple, that's coordinated with the breath, is breathing in, raise the arms, breathing out, release. So that really brings the body in, which we know is affected by the stress too. And so it's including the body with a mindfulness practice really allows the de-stressing to occur more quickly.